So I finally made it here to Six Flags Great Adventure. I heard not so good things about, how kind of barren things were in terms of what was open early on at the beginning of April. But now I see that some things have opened up, and the first thing I wanted to do is see how things are going over here, because I've heard that El Toro's retracking recently. Before I leave this area, though, I just want to note that Frontier Adventures, unlike in previous seasons, is completely closed. Normally, it's the log flume that's not open, and Bizarro or Medusa now, and the mine train and all of this stuff is usually open, but however, they're not doing that this season, and I'm assuming that it's all going to be open by Memorial Weekend. So here we are now at Kingda Ka, and in this area, it's pretty crowded over here. The line is, I think, around like 45 minutes to an hour, and then as we pan over here, I was kind of checking out all this stuff. I don't want to retread things that a lot of you have already created or seen before. New Jersey Coasters has a video kind of going over all the retracking that's happening. But I definitely wanted to see it for myself, and this is slated to open in the summer of this year. And kind of the theme of today has been a lot of up and down time. I know Nitro has been down, is not expected to come up, and Zumanjaro here just went down. So I totally forgot while I was over there to show you what the Flash Pass line looked like, because it was kind of a mess. They weren't putting in too many people, so it kind of wrapped around all the way towards the exit, which kind of made a mess when everybody was exiting. But it looks like it was running well. Zumanjaro, sadly, they had them synced again, and that was always cool, but then Zumanjaro went down just when I was breaking out the zoom lens to try to get a good close-up of that whole thing. So now we're heading on over to where Superman and Green Lantern are, and those are operating as you'd expect. Long line at Superman just because of the loading process, and then Green Lantern is Green Lantern. The skies are looking a little bit moody today. I know there's some rain in the forecast, but even if it does rain, it's not supposed to be too much. Anyway, this area, I noticed that Superman's looking kind of faded, like the actual Superman on the ride. There's just a little bit of refreshing and stuff like that I've noticed around here. And by touch-ups, you know what I mean. Like, there's a lot of like little things here that could use another coat of paint, or just a little freshening up or cleaning or something like that. That's always been the case, but I do remember that they specifically said that they're working on beautifying the park and stuff like that, and I don't know, I haven't seen any signs of it yet. And while I'm here in the Boardwalk area, I also want to just lament the closing of the Paratrooper. This has some great views. I don't know exactly why they closed it, but man, it's been here for such a long time. I wonder if it's just been difficult to maintain or who knows what, but I was hoping they would at least operate it for a few days or keep it around they have a big anniversary coming up next year. Either way, it's a shame to see it go. So I missed this beforehand while I was walking by. Rita's, I guess, is done? I doubt they're coming back since the sign is completely down. Who knows, though? I'll keep an eye out. But anyway, I think I want to head over to the lakeside, maybe make my way over to the Joker now. Well, it looks like now that it's around 6 p.m., the lines are starting to go down, so that's nice. But still kind of slow ops on this one. I've been waiting here to catch a clip for about 6-7 minutes, so I'm surprised not one has dispatched yet. Well, here we are now in front of Batman the Ride. Again, looks like the lines are kind of waning. The crowds are starting to die down here as we get towards the end of the operating day. I really want to ride this. I think what I'm going to do is probably towards in the last hour of operations, I want to hit this and the Jersey Devil Coaster because I miss it. I have not ridden anything today, and I'm getting a little antsy. I was on my way over here to see what was up with Nitro, and it looks like the Little Devil Coaster is closed for today. Huh. Interesting. Don't know why. I know that they've been having issues with, staffing and just not being able to hire enough people, but I wonder if this has anything to do with it. If you know me, you know Nitro is one of my favorite rides at this park. Probably in the top 3 for me. However, it's been closed most of the day. I think it was up briefly, then came back online for a little bit. And now, from what I was told, the trains, including that new one that I was hoping to see, they're all back in the shed. I just noticed this over here, pine barrels. I don't know if this sign and stuff is new, but that's pretty cool that they redid this whole little area. Well, let's walk over here. I don't think... Just confirming whether or not these trains are even here. So sadly, yeah, there's not a train in sight. And Nitro, I guess I'll have to come back for that one. What a shame. Anyway, let's turn around here, go say hi to Jersey Devil. We're going to wait it out a little bit. Then I'm going to throw myself in a locker and get on some rides. Well, I don't think I've seen this much often before, but the Q House is actually in use. And everyone's going down and around here to get onto the Jersey Devil coaster, which, dang it. That means we're going to wait for this to calm down a little bit, grab our B-roll, our photos, and short-form vertical videos, and yeah, now I can talk over this lift hill. Trying to see how many trains are running. Probably 3. They always kind of keep one in reserve, even though this would be a good day to have 4 going. Well, unfortunately, that's it for the day. They're just clearing out the queues, and then it's a wrap for this lovely little day. It was nice to walk, like it was a beautiful day, and it was nice to walk around and all that stuff. But let's talk about the ride experiences. So Jersey Devil, pretty much what I expected. I think seat 10 is still my favorite. It's running, you know, just like last year, which I thought was a lot of fun. I know a lot of people have some nits and picks about that. But seat 10, to me, is this nice balance of getting some out of your seat, but also some whip. Whereas I feel like in the last 2 seats, the whip is more pronounced and kind of makes it feel like you don't get too much out of your seat. So seat 10, maybe seat 9, still my favorites. I did that like 5 times though, because there was almost no line. I only had to wait like 1 or 2 trains after I made my way around. And then Batman the Ride I did 3 times. That one, I know it opened maybe last week or the week beforehand. There had been, I think I saw on social media, some work being done on the lift hill, if I remember right. Not sure if that was just like regular stuff happening or if something happened, you know what I mean? Either way, other than the rolls, there's not really too much to complain about that. The only thing about the rolls is I know that I have to brace, otherwise I'm going to hit my head on the restraints. Other than that, it's a fun little forceful experience, and I'll always enjoy a ride on that, even though it's been cloned a bunch. Anyway, got those rides. It was not bad. I think that I wish that there had been more to do for the crowd that I saw here earlier today, because I guess this year, unlike years prior, they're just a little slower to have, you know, be firing on all cylinders, let's say. Maybe that's a maintenance thing, that maybe that's just a hiring thing. I can't say for sure, but I think, and I don't want to have this prediction blow up in my face, but I feel like this year's going to be better than last year's operating season. Fingers crossed. It's good to be back here at Great Adventure. I feel the first drips of rain coming down, so I think we're going to call it here. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.